The most disturbing unsolved murders, cases too strange to comprehend. There are crimes so bizarre, so chilling that they defy all logic. Cases where the clues seem to lead nowhere, where the motives are unknown and the killers vanish into the darkness, leaving behind nothing but fear and unanswered questions. In today's video, we'll be diving into some of the most disturbing unsolved murders, cases so strange they will leave you questioning everything. 1. The Boy in the Box, America's Unknown Child. On a cold day in February 1957, a college student was walking through the woods in Fox Chase, Philadelphia, when he came across something horrifying, a small cardboard box lying near the road. Inside was the naked body of a young boy wrapped in a tattered blanket. His hair had been crudely cut, and his body bore signs of abuse. No one came forward to claim the boy. No missing child reports matched his description. Investigators combed through every clue: his blanket, the box, which once held a bassinet, his injuries, but nothing led to a suspect. Was he an abandoned child? The victim of an underground adoption ring? Some believed he was raised in captivity, others that he was killed by a vengeful parent. Despite multiple leads, the boy in the box remained unidentified for over 60 years, until 2022 when DNA finally gave him a name: Joseph Augustus Zarelli. But while his identity was finally uncovered, the biggest question remained: who killed him and why? 2. The Hinterkaifeck murders, a family slaughtered by a phantom. This case sounds like something out of a horror film. In 1922, on a small farm in Hinterkaifeck, Germany, 6 members of the Gruber family were brutally murdered with a mattock, a farming tool similar to an axe. But the horror started before the crime. Strange footprints appeared in the snow leading to the farm, but never leaving. The family had been hearing footsteps in their attic at night, and their house keys mysteriously went missing. Days before the killings, their maid quit, saying she believed the house was haunted. Then, one night, the unknown intruder struck. One by one, he lured the family members to the barn, where he bludgeoned them to death. Killer then went inside and murdered the maid and the youngest child in their beds. Even more disturbing, killer stayed in the house for days after the murders. Neighbors saw smoke coming from the chimney, food had been eaten, and the cattle were fed. Who was this person? A deranged stalker? Someone they knew? Despite an intensive investigation, the killer was never found. Nearly a century later, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of Germany's most terrifying mysteries. 3. The Icebox Murders, a gruesome holiday horror. It was Father's Day 1965 when Houston police made a stomach-turning discovery. They had been called to check on Fred and Edwina Rogers, an elderly couple who hadn't been seen in days. Inside their house, everything looked normal until they opened the refrigerator. Inside, neatly stacked in the shelves, were the dismembered remains of Fred and Edwina. Their bodies had been brutally hacked apart, their organs removed, their flesh drained of blood. But their heads were missing. Police quickly focused on the couple's son, Charles Rogers, a reclusive man who lived in the attic and rarely spoke to anyone. But Charles had vanished. His car was gone, his room meticulously cleaned, and he was never seen again. Some believe Charles was a CIA agent who killed his parents after they discovered his secrets. Others say he fled to South America. To this day, he remains one of America's most wanted fugitives. For the Tamamshud case, the spy mystery that defies logic. In 1948, a well-dressed man was found dead on Somerton Beach, Australia. He had no identification, no belongings, and no visible cause of death. His pockets contained nothing but an unlit cigarette and a strange piece of paper that read Tamamshud, Persian for "it is finished." Things got weirder when police found a secret pocket in his pants containing a book with a coded message and a mysterious phone number. The number led to a woman who claimed she didn't know the man, but she reacted strangely when shown his picture. Theories spread. Was he a Cold War spy? Poisoned agent? A man with a secret identity? To this day, his cause of death remains unknown, and his name, if he ever truly had one, was never discovered. 5. The disappearance of Lars Mittank, the most bizarre airport vanishing. In 2014, Lars Mittank, a 28-year-old German tourist, went on vacation to Bulgaria. While there, he suffered an ear injury in a bar fight, and a doctor advised him not to fly until it healed. His friends left and Lars stayed behind. Then his behavior turned strange. He called his mother, whispering that people were following him and that she should cancel his credit cards. He was seen on security cameras at his hotel, pacing nervously and hiding in an elevator. Finally, he went to the airport to catch a flight home. But suddenly, he ran out of the terminal, sprinted across the parking lot, climbed over a fence, and disappeared into a nearby forest. He was never seen again. What happened to Lars? Did he suffer a mental breakdown? Was he being chased? To this day, no trace of him has ever been found. Final thoughts, the haunting questions left behind. Each of these cases is disturbing for one reason: they make no sense. No matter how much time passes, no matter how much evidence is uncovered, the truth remains just out of reach. Who was Joseph Augustus Sorelli's killer? What really happened on that German farm in Hinterkaifeck? Where did Lars Mittank go? And how many more stories like these will never have an answer? If these mysteries fascinated you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling cases. Let us know which unsolved murder keeps you up at night. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new mystery.